Hi everyone and good morning. Thanks for joining me today for another episode of basically craft organization, craft storage organization tips and tricks, etc. If you saw my video yesterday, you will see that I have been trying to sort out all of my odd ribbons and laces and trying to find a storage solution that works. And I think the best thing for me is to actually store them on these. Now, there are a lot of videos out there. I've found a way to do two different sizes, because obviously you have some wider laces and some thinner laces. So I'm going to show you today how to make these lovely, cute little bobbins for laces and ribbons. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to find a drawer and put them all in a nice neat row. These are super quick, super easy, and great if you have lots of 12 by 12 cardstock that you want to use up, which is what I am doing here. And I'm also tidying up at the same time. So let me show you what you're going to need to make these. They are really easy. So there's two different sizes. Now, the first size, the big size, these are cut at 5 by 3¼ and you need 2 for each bobbin. Now if you're using thick cardstock, you would only need to cut 1, but I like the patterned look rather than plain cardstock. I've got some really thick plain cardstock, but I like the pattern, so you'll need 2. And these are cut at 5 by 3¼ inches, and out of a 12 by 12 you will get 3 bobbins basically. Now the smaller ones are cut 4 by 2¾ and you will get 6 out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So you get a lot more on the smaller ones. The bigger ones you only get 3. You will also need an envelope punch board and some glue, scissors, and I think that's about it. So let's do the big ones first. So these ones, it doesn't matter what color, what side you choose when you're doing this cutting, because it will come out the same. So you need to put this in at the 4-inch mark and then punch, and then turn it over and do the 4-inch and punch, then turn it over and do the 4-inch, flip it over and do the 4-inch. So basically you're cutting all 4 sides, punching all 4 sides, and you need to just repeat that. Now if you're strong and tough, you could put 2 pieces in together and cut them at the same time, but they hurt my hands when I do that, so I have to do one at a time. But if you're strong and tough, the punch will cut through 2 pieces, but it actually really hurts my hand if I do that. So I'm just going to punch these, and this is really a very quick project, and like I said, it's a great way to use up your scrap pieces as well. Or I mean, I've got bucket loads of 12 by 12, so actually it's no biggie. If you obviously don't want to use up your DSP, just find some strong and tough cardstock, and also it will half your time of doing it, because you've only got to cut 1 piece rather than gluing 2 together. But I wanted fancy pants look, so I am really on the organizing kind of run at the moment. I'm really addicted to organizing everything, and if I can get to do a little bit of crafting and tutorials in between or through the process, then it's a bonus. But I just want to share these with you. So those are the bigger ones, so they are punched at 4 inches. The smaller ones are punched at 3⅛. Let me just move this out of the way, because otherwise it's not going to punch. So we're just doing this at 3⅛. You know, you could just spend an afternoon doing these, and you'll be surprised how many you can actually, you know, make quite quickly. You could even sit while you're watching the TV. Once you've cut your pieces up, you could just sit and happily punch, couldn't you? That's what I will do, I think. Well, hubby, it's funny actually, I'm still not used to saying hubby, while hubby is sat watching his footy at the weekend, I could be sat punching, though the noise might be a bit too much. Keep punch, punch, punch. He would be fine. He'd probably just turn it up a little bit. But you could, you know, once you'd cut them up, you could just sit there and glue them and, you know, make quite a few in next to no time, really. Sorry if this is a bit boring. If it's a bit boring, just fast forward. I just thought while I'm here, I might as well switch the camera on and show you these. You can see how quick you can actually make them anyway. Look, if I was a bit quicker, I would get through them even quicker. Right, what we'll do, 1, 2, right, we'll leave those other 3, because otherwise you'll be bored of me punching all the time. Right, okay. So the next thing to do is to decide what side you want, what pattern you want. I quite like this one. So what you need to do is you just need to put some glue on one side. So I'm just going to get my glue. And you don't need an awful lot. It's just to hold them together. My glue is really not working, and I'm trying to use up some of my old glue that's just been sat there for donkey's years. So I'm thinking, right, this is a great project to use up some of these glues that are just basically sat there just going all stodgy and horrible, and that's probably why this one is not really behaving itself. Right, so that's those ones, and then we've got, let's do these ones first then. So we're just going to, oh, look what I've just done. What a doofus. I said pick your pattern, and I've gone and picked the wrong side. Right, don't do what I did. Make sure you've, not that it would probably matter, it would just be a double-sided, different coloured one. So you just need to glue these down. Don't know what happened there. I did not cut that one properly. Don't worry too much if you didn't cut it exact, because that bit's coming off anyway. So like me, you can see, look, I didn't cut it exactly at 4, but it doesn't matter because that bit's coming off, so you won't see that anyway. And then decide what pattern. I think I like that one, so we're just going to do the same here with these bigger ones. That's one. It's all really thick and stodgy and horrible. I don't know what's happened here. Probably because it's been there probably for about 5 years. I know, you think I'm joking. It probably has actually. Right, okay, last one. Right, that'll do. And then we're just going to stick these down. like that. Like that. And then, oh no, it's supposed to end up butter side up, not down. I've got glue all over my table. Right, okay. So now all you need to do is get your scissors and come in and cut this section out, just like that. And then, so just bring your scissors in and cut that bit off, and then it looks like that. So simple. And then they are good to go. And then you can get your ribbons out, and I might have to probably figure out the measurements for maybe an even bigger one, because I do have some really wide ribbons, or I might just leave those as they are. It's more my messy drawers that need sorting out, so they're more the oddments of ribbons, etc. So I might leave my big ones as they are, because they are in like a basket at the moment. Now if you do have an odd little bit hanging off the end like that, just trim it off. I don't know what happened. So like I said, if you were using thick card, you would be doing these at double the time. So you would have made double the amount of these. It's only because I like using my DSP and I like the patterned. And also I have loads to use up. That's why I did it. But obviously if you had thicker card, you would be whizzing through these at the speed of light. Right, and then the fun bit is to get your ribbons, or your ribbons, your laces, whatever it is you're going to put on them, and just wind away. I love them on the DSP. I think they're so pretty, and these are great for Happy Mail as well. So you know, I found quite a lot of ribbons that I have more than one of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little stash of ribbons for Happy Mail, or to maybe put in my fabric packs. And then all you need to do is I just take a pin and just pop your pin in there to hold that in place, and there you go. So as you can see, this is rather yummy and it's quite therapeutic. Right, no, don't need the thick one for that one, do I? It looks so pretty on these on this DSP, and I've just got, honestly, I have pads and pads and pads of DSP. It's not even funny. So this is a great way, a great opportunity for me to use them up. And you know, like you have a paper pad and there's always a couple of, oh look, I hate that when I've done my lace on the wrong way. Look, see, I'm so OCD now, I've got to take that off, because you know there's two sides to a lace. I have look, I've put it on the wrong way and I can't, I'm sorry, I'm OCD. I have to have it, the proper lace facing up, the proper side, because there are two sides to a lace. Yeah, what was I saying? That, you know, in paper pads, there's always, you know, a sheet which, and you know, you're not that fussed about, or you think, I don't know what I would use that on. It's a bit loud, or it's a bit big, too big a pattern, or I don't know. So this is a great way to use that cardstock up that you really don't know what to do with. Right. This is a year for organisation, I think. Stabbed myself. Right, so as you can see, you can whisk through these rather quickly, probably quicker than me. Right, so where's the other little one gone here? I don't really want to use red on red. Red would be better on, would have been better on one of those. Let me see. What other colour do I have here? Black. We have a black here. Right. It's rather pretty, isn't it? This is a really nice lacy lace. And actually you can get quite a lot on these spools, even though they don't look very big. You can get quite a lot on them as well. But I mean, if you had a load, you could just use the bigger spools to accommodate the amount of lace that you have. Oh, the only thing is, it does get all twirled and come on, Channelle, speed up. I think I've done that on the wrong side, but I'm not going to turn this one around. Oh my goodness me, I have done. Never mind. Isn't it funny how we have little OCD things? I have quite a few of them, I must admit. So as you can see, that got an awful lot of lace on there. So I can find another pin. There you go, look how easy that is. Now have I got a big thick wide one? Let me have a look here. And there's a really wide one. What about this one? I think this might be, oops, doing it the wrong way again. Oh, it's all twirled up. It's all gone all whirly on the floor. What I might do is I might split this one into two, because I have quite a lot of this this lace. So I might do one of these in my fabric packs. It is a gorgeous lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, oh, I haven't got my fabric scissors, do I? Oosh. Right, where are my fabric scissors gone? Well, that is bizarre. Oh no, I have lost my fabric scissors. That is not good. No, I had them. When did I have my fabric scissors? Oh, that is not good. I have lost my fabric scissors. Oh no, I'm going to have a panic attack now. Right, okay, so I'm going to split this one because I can then put some of this in one of my fabric packs, I think, because I have a lot of it. But you guys get the idea now, don't you? So get your old cardstock out, or your old cereal boxes you could use. You know, also when you get a paper pad, the back of it, there's always a sturdy piece of just plain cardstock. Well, that's quite thick. That would be ideal, and I do save them, so that would be ideal to use actually. What else? I don't know. But yes, any cardstock will do. Right, Channelle, speed up. Right, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Right, okay, so you get the idea of how this works. And I'm nearly done. I'm just going to find a pin. I won't do the last one because you know now how they're done. And that's what they look like. Don't they look super, super cute? And they will just stack really lovely. And because you know, like you have all these different packets and they're all different sizes. So everything just gets all mismatched in the drawers. But look at these now. Look, they are just going to sit in the drawer all lovely and behave and sit together. Look, how lovely are they? Look at them. So job done. Well, will be once I get through them all. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and this little bit of organizing. I'm going to try and take you on the journey with me when I sort things out, when I find little hacks, etc. Please like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.